Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun. Luck. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines on the toss play. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Looking deep downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter. Might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
12.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there. And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Green 39!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Forced out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. After the run, Luck going to throw. It's complete to Grant. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Wrong.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Hines. Run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
51 to fight, boy, 51. Reggie. Gun. 11Z.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got his man Hilton. And some room to work. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Now it's Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout. So they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They can't tackle him. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Well, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. 10th carry now for McCoy. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll go again to McCoy. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, 53. Be right.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Be right. That's it, baby. That's it. 5, 6 through 7. Hold on. Bring it. We're rolling. Middle.
They run again with Hines. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Hines. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run with Wilkins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Check. Mexico. 540, easy.
They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And he's able to put it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right back to him on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Now it's Murphy. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Green 39.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Switch.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gun.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit.
One final try here for Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out here midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Rock. Hurry. Middle.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, that's Hines, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They run with Hines, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
The Colts on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. This is Wilkins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, you got three down.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey. 4 down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.